Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of We Are Legion Live. Tonight, joining us from Arizona, we have Sophie Dorsten.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Oh.
And I do not know your name, but I didn't want to just say Sophie's brother.
Alex. Yeah.
Alex.
Yeah.
Alex. So how you guys doing tonight?
Doing good. How about you?
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Been raining here for 10 days straight, so I'm about done with rain. I want some sunshine. So tell us a little bit about this song that you guys have dropped yet, or is it getting ready to drop?
It's going to be dropping this Friday, May 28th, which is
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's actually my birthday, and so yeah, it's going to be released on that day. It's called Until June. We wrote it in Alex's room. We've taken a while with recording it, but we think it's a really good song, and I'm so excited to release it. Yeah, I mean, the whole song is about doubt, and every time I mention the word you in the song, it's talking about doubt is the person you. But yeah, I mean, I'm so excited to release it. Yeah, we're just really excited to release the song. So
right on. So how have things been going? Have you got to get out and perform any here lately?
I mean, I haven't really been able to perform too much, but I have still had the opportunity to, so that is pretty good. I've just taken a lot of time though to be here and be writing music and recording, and so but I want to get back out and play more shows, so definitely will be more in the near future.
How are things opening up in Arizona right now? Are they coming along pretty well?
Yeah.
I know here on the Missouri side, everything just they're like, all right, everything's open back up now. Drop the mask mandates and everything. So at least on the Missouri side of the state line, we're doing all right. Kansas is moving a little bit slower than Missouri is, but yeah. So they still have a lot of mask mandates out there, or
I think it's pretty optional right now. I don't know too much. I mean, but for shows wise, I think things are slowly starting to open.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't really seen any big opportunities for stuff like at some of the major places yet, but I'm sure they're trying to figure it all out with crowd sizing and all that. But yeah.
Well, like I said, on the Missouri side, they went from nothing to all right, everybody, welcome back. So now the bigger venues are just tripping over themselves trying to get people booked to get people in there, and it's just been kind of crazy, and it's actually pretty exciting because I've been really wanting to go see a live show for quite some time, and it looks like we're going to have some pretty good ones coming up more later on in the summer. Speaking of which, we do have our virtual show coming up, the We Are Legion Live virtual show that's going to be on Saturday and Sunday, June 26th and 20th. Uh-oh. Is that mine or yours?
Oh.
You're back. You're back. I think it was mine. But because I started spinning as well. So, but Miss Sophie will be headlining the June 26th show, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm glad she agreed to do that.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
So originally we planned on an hour for her to perform, but then I was like, well, we'll let you headline, and then you can close out the show however you want to. You can play as long as you want to. No one behind you, and as long as people are watching and you want to play, then you can play. So we'll do it like that. Yeah, we're gonna get some pretty good shows later on in the summer, and I was thinking that virtual show would be a great way to kick off summer because that's right after the official start of summer anyways. I think that's the first weekend after the official start of summer, so what a better way to kick off that it's going to be crazy. I'm going to be going from like 11 o'clock till 10 o'clock at least every night from Saturday and Sunday both with artists out there playing. So it's going to be a good time. I hope a lot of people tune into that and catch some really great music.
Totally.
So were you guys wanting to play any tonight or?
Yeah, we can play a song for you.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. If you guys want to play a song, it doesn't have to be the new one if you don't want to, or you can play whatever you want to. But I know Stacy was asking if Sophie was going to play tonight or be singing tonight. So yeah.
Oh, yep. Do you want us to do it right now?
Whenever, yeah. If you guys are ready to do it right now, you go right ahead.
Totally.
Yeah, we can go for it.
You know this is your show. I'm just here to fill in the gaps.
All right. So yeah, this is the new one called Until June. I just wanna dance in fields of blue. You said won't come true. I just want a flower haunting you. You said wake up soon. Wish the sun could lay with me all day. Wonder what the world is gonna say. I just wanna lie here until June. You said time is through. I just wanna show I don't need you. You never told the truth. Wish I could just go outside and play all day and sing in the rain. I don't know what to do, what to say, what to think. I just want my dream, this reality. I don't know what to do, what to say, what to think. I just know what my dreams are. Are with you. I just wanna dance in fields of blue. You said won't come true. I just want a flower haunting you. You said wake up soon. I think you're muted. Thank you. Oh, I think you're still muted. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. Yep, I did mute myself, and yes,
You're
Stacy.
good.
Stacy just wants to keep you singing. I don't think she wants to hear me talk anymore. But you should definitely turn in on the 26th of June because she will be playing for at least an hour and hopefully more. So, also, big thing. I want to make sure. Do you have a merch site out there?
Not currently, but we are planning on hopefully doing some type of merch soon. We don't know when it will be, but definitely in the near future-ish. So yeah.
Please please have something ready before the show on the 26th, because I want to make sure I'm going to be. Is basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come on. I'm going to introduce the acts. I'm going to drop off. I'm going to give you the whole screen, and I'm going to be working in the chat, and I'm going to be dropping merch links and things like that. And for people, if you got a tip jar, I'm going to be dropping them in there for people to help out, buy merch, do tips and things like that during the show. And because no one wants to really see my ugly mug anyways. They'd rather listen to you all sing, which is quite okay with me. But I really just want to make this a huge showcase for all you artists, and give you a nice platform. And I actually kind of stole the idea from someone else. I was reading in the tweets one day, and they're like, how cool would it be if someone did like a virtual music festival? And I was like, why not? And
Yeah.
I was like, all right, who wants to do one? And then I was thinking maybe just one day, but then all of a sudden we started getting so many people who wanted to do it, and I was like, all right, well, I'll do it 2 days if you guys want to do 2 days.
That's so awesome. Thank you so much for putting it together. I'm so excited.
I'm hoping to get all the acts finalized. We had some people drop out because of different issues or something, and I'm looking for a few replacements, but I want to get them finalized so I can start getting some flyers up and put out for the artists, so you guys can start advertising on social media and stuff like that to get that going. I think it's going to be a really great time, regardless of how many acts we got, because I can always adjust the times and let people play longer than what. Because some I got the headliners that are going to be like playing an hour, and then most everybody's getting like a half-hour set, but we can always adjust that one way or the other to make it work for everybody. And I just want to be able to start promoting it so we can just get as many people tuned in as possible. I realize that no one wants to be staring at their computer screen for that long a period of time. Is we're talking 20 hours over 2 days, but at least put it to the computer on and jam out to all these bands while you're doing something else. You don't have to be staring at your computer screen the whole time.
Yeah.
Listen to some great music from probably some artists that you've never heard of before, and some of them maybe you have, but I just wanted to give you guys a proper showcase. And what better way to do it before everybody starts really piling back into arenas and stuff like that to see the bigger acts, to give kind of like a one big last hurrah to indie artists before the live music starts pouring back onto the scene. And that maybe just then someone will notice, and you'll get to be playing some of the bigger shows, and
That'll be so awesome.
that would be really good. Well, your voice is going to take you there. It's just a matter of time before the right person hears you before that happens. So you don't need to worry about that.
Well, thank you so much.
So other than the brand new one, is it just the one brand new song that you got coming out, or have you guys been working on?
So we have recorded some other ones, but this is the one that we are just releasing this Friday. We are planning to release like almost every month after that. So we'll have another song of ours being released in June, and then one in July, and then so on. I don't know how long until we'll stop, but but for right now, we have a lot of songs, and that's all we've been doing for the past couple months. I'm super excited about that part, and yeah.
So, Alex, your part in all this, are you more just the guitarist and a writer, or do you also sing?
I do sing. I'm not backup vocals on any of these songs. I leave that to her. She sounds amazing at it. I pretty much write I do all the guitar work. I'll record some like percussion, some drums, and if we have like a full band thing, I'll do bass, and I'll do everything except for the lead vocals. And so that's where she takes over. I'll sometimes write the song, give it to her, and then she'll run with it, or she'll write the song and then I'll try and produce it and create it into something.
Or we'll write it together.
Which has happened a lot. But yeah, no, it's been great. And this song, I mean, it came together really quick with how we wrote it. But funny enough, it was the way we were making the song was just kind of funny, because we started recording it a long time ago, like months and months ago. And it was completed. We sent it off and we realized that the main guitar was like out of tune, and we tried not doing it to a click track just to be like unique and whatever. But then that kind of shot us in the foot when we had to go make some changes. So we just restarted the song completely, which was really funny. But so there's like two versions of the song that exist. But yeah, so now we have, I would say, honestly, it's the better version now.
Oh, yeah.
We went back and redid a bunch of things, and we honestly made the song sound even more amazing. The way we play it right now is great, but that's exactly how it's going to go. But there's just a lot more. There's a little bit percussion in it. There's a second guitar. There's some extra backing guitars towards the end. So it's going to be, it's a production. So
right on. Well, I can't wait to hear it. As you know, I've already pre-saved it, so I'll be seeing that late Friday or early Friday. Probably, I got a ton of music that from people that are coming out on this Friday, so I'll probably be up at midnight, even though I'm working Friday morning on my day job, listening to music and hearing it, because I'm really super excited about all the new stuff that's coming out here. And I already knew Sophie's voice. This is obviously the first time I'm meeting you, and from the way just that song sounded just now, I mean, I really can't wait to hear the whole production as it comes out that way. And I hope everybody has had a chance already to go out and pre-save the song. If not, I'm sure you still have the link in your bio, correct, Sophie?
Yes. Yeah.
Link is in Sophie's bio, and definitely go check it out, get it pre-saved. We want to get that on some playlists for these two, and hopefully hear a lot of it, maybe get it on the radio.
That'd be awesome.
it would be awesome.
Yeah, and so that's what my goal is now, is we're going to start doing some more major pushing of artists, especially since I've actually started to hear more indie artists coming on to like satellite radio and things like that than I have well before the pandemic. That you just weren't hearing that many of them, and now they're starting to show up a lot more on especially like satellite radio, not so much on regular radio, but they could be. I really don't know. I don't really listen to regular radio too much anymore. I've kind of got spoiled with the no commercials on satellite radio and internet radio. So I'm hearing a lot more indie artists, and I'll be like not paying attention to the screen or anything, and then I'll hear a song and I'm like, I've heard that song before, and I'll like, oh yeah, I know who that is. And it's really surprising, and I'm really glad that people are starting to really take notice of some of the great work that you all have been doing, especially over the course of this pandemic, when it kind of put everybody on more of an equal playing field, because they didn't have the chance to go play the arenas and stuff like that. Everybody was online doing their music that way, and so it was all up to algorithms on how people consumed their music when they were streaming. So it's a pretty cool thing, and if there was one silver lining to that pandemic, it's that it did level the playing field, at least for a little while, to kind of open people's eyes to there's more music than what they play on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And just an incredible. and I know, especially like you said, you've been focusing on just writing and stuff like that. The last time you were on, you were talking about the end of school and stuff like that, and whether you were going to go to college and things like that. And I'm just glad that you kind of like stepped back and took a break, and you've been focusing on the writing and recording and getting some songs out there. And we're I know there's several people over here in the chat that are really super excited about it coming out. Stacy's still jumping up and down over here. But is there anything since the last time we talked, Sophie, that any type of new developments on how you've like seen a direction on the way you want to take your music, or are you still trying to explore that out?
Yeah, I think with what I am doing right now, as far as releasing every month and then maybe possibly releasing an album maybe at the end of the year, that's still up in the air. But for now, just writing as much as possible and just trying to let all those creative juices out while you can, because I mean, like, some people still might not be able to go out, or some people can. But I know for me, like, definitely COVID has obviously changed everyone's lives, but even ours, because he was in college and then he had to come home. And so then I'm like, he did online this past year. And so then we started writing together. And then, yeah, but it's definitely different for everyone, I feel like, in a sense, where your mind is. And I think if you take this opportunity and this time that you have right now and use it to your advantage of whatever you're wanting to do, if it's music, if it's not music, and spend time doing that and writing and everything like that. Because I mean, right now I feel the most like, I don't know, I just feel like so creative, and like I've gotten a lot of stuff done almost in a way, you know, like all the things that I wanted to get done, I have, and I'm still trying to get a lot of more goals that I wanted to achieve. And yeah, but I think like now is the time, and it's a great time to like just do what you want to do. And you know, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, you know, so yeah, I guess that's some sense into what I think right now. But yeah, I mean, as far as music goes, if you're a musician, I just say write and record and release and just do what you love.
Exactly. Uh, it's been great. Like you said, you have a good plan where you're releasing a song every month, and because that's so super important to keep your name and your music out in front of people these days, because attention spans are almost non-existent anymore. And if people go 5 minutes without hearing your name, then they forget about you and they move on to something else, you know.
Exactly.
Because I mean, we're talking about people that will spend hours watching cat videos on TikTok, but they won't go out and actually learn anything or go to work or something like that. So yeah,
Totally.
not if you're not out there and you're not online support or promoting your music and stuff, then you're just losing out.
Yep, definitely.
So Alex, you did online college last year. Where do you go to school at?
I just graduated from Grand Canyon University, which is out here in Phoenix. So yeah, I just graduated from there about less than a month ago.
You did your senior year online of college?
It was rough. Because I had my like big giant capstone classes and all that stuff. I had all that online. It was a little rough, but I got through it. So
what was your major?
I was a business marketing and advertising major. So it's nothing too difficult, but being online, it was still such a challenge for me.
Well, it's not the point. I mean, doing a year of college, especially your senior year of college, online. I mean, all you can do is study. I mean, who wants to go to college just to study? All right. There's other things that are part of college that make it more worthwhile. I mean, the studying's important by all means, but there's so much other stuff that you learn during your college, and it's kind of like your last hurrah to go out and just kind of still be a kid while you're being an adult, and to lose a year like that, that would have been really really tough. And I congratulate you for sticking with it and getting through. I don't think I could have done a whole year of just online classes. I mean, I would have been like 2 weeks in at the first semester and like, I'm done with this. I'm out. There's no way. I work on computers all day long, and even that stuff, I'm like, I got to take a break and do something else. I'll pull up my Twitter and work on Twitter for a little bit. Or I can just sit there and do the online schooling for a whole year. That would just completely.
The hardest part about it was I had discussion questions, so it wasn't like I had any lectures, because I feel like I might have learned something from lectures, but I just had discussion questions where I was just typing out 1,000 words a day of just random topics, trying to.
So they didn't even like live stream any lectures?
I had one class that live streamed, but then it's turned into discussion questions and stuff. So yeah, it was rough, but yeah, I made it through. So
you are more of a man than I am. I'll tell you that right now. There's no way I would have been no lecture, no nothing. I would have been just sitting there. As soon as I turned the computer on, I'd be cracking open a beer and I'd be like, I'm out.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no way. I was like, not when I went to school.
The good upside of it was honestly just, I mean, being at home and then working with my sister on just continuing to, for me, bettering how I record music, how I do music. Because, I mean, I've written tons of music for quite a while, but just kind of like really practicing and getting down like the best way I could record. And so, I mean, me and her would just sit in a room for hours and we would just track her vocals on different things, just like even songs that were just total goofs, and just come up with new ideas and techniques and stuff like that. So it was kind of like, it was fun because I got to learn in that sense. So it was great. So, yeah.
And that's another thing I commend you all on, is I have brothers and sisters too. And if I was in a room with my brothers or sisters for hours on end, there would probably only be one of us coming back out of the room.
I don't know how we've done it so far.
Let alone to be creative with one another and write a song that would mean anything to anybody. But kudos to that. If the other songs are anything like that first one you did perform for us, they're going to be amazing, and you guys do very good work together. And we hope to hear a lot more coming in the future. Do you have any other songs that you could play for us that you guys have done together, or without giving too much away, or just?
We actually haven't really practiced any recently, just because we've just been recording a lot of other stuff lately. So. No, not really, but
okay.
Sadly, not. But
I was trying to get some sneak peeks on stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'm kind of greedy that way.
Until June will be released this coming Friday, May 28th. And then a hard date for the next song after that is actually July 2nd. And so that one is called Red Skies. We were initially going to release that one first, but
we decided to release it second just because we wanted to.
Yeah, and the people we were working with, they were just like, hey, it sounds better if you release Until June right before June in May. I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then they were like, Red Skies, you could do July 2nd right before 4th of July. It has nothing to do with 4th of July, but
the name is in it.
The name kind of makes sense. Yeah. It flows a little bit better. So I was like, oh, okay.
Well, actually, July 2nd would be very good for the second song to be released, because the weekend before she will be playing the show, which is a perfect opportunity for us to be blasting out for everybody to go out and pre-save the second song. and hopefully that will really drive up the pre-saves for it. And I mean, we do a good job of getting it out there on Twitter and on Instagram, but seeing it live, what they're hearing or saying, and that'll just make it even better. They'll be like, okay, I need to get over there and get that pre-save,
Yeah.
That's basically what my whole job is going to be during the show, is just sitting there and promoting the artist while they're on stage, and seeing if we can't get the pre-saves and the merch sales and things of that nature to really help out with the artists, because I want this to be a summer that a lot of people aren't going to forget, especially since we had summer stolen from us last year, to where we were all locked down inside and there was nothing. And just to kick it off this way is going to be pretty epic. So other than so you haven't decided whether you guys are going to put these all together in like an EP or something towards the end of the year yet or not?
Yeah, I think I feel like the goal is to at some point throw like an album together of all those songs and more songs or whatever. I've never actually released an album before, and we would want to do an album just because we plan on releasing a ton of songs. Because we have 3 recorded currently, but we have 10 other songs that we've written, and so but we hope that there should be an album. I mean, it's been totally up in the air, so we don't really know when or if it would be this year, but I don't know. We're not for sure on that, of when it would be, but I definitely do want to.
Yeah, well, that will be outstanding. I mean, I'm sure the single songs are going to do well, but just to put them together in a group in an album, I think that would do pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah.
For you. I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up on a thing here on the chat real quick.
You're good.
I guess I should have powdered myself or something, because everybody's like, you look all hot and sweaty tonight. Actually, it's because I was outside earlier with my 3-year-old, and like I said, it's been raining here for 10 days, so it's just like 100% humidity outside. So, and see, if I wasn't wearing my hat, you'd see my hair was all frizzed out and everything like that. So, yeah. Hey, Mike snuck in on us. Mike just jumped in on us here. So, Alex, what is your plans going forward? Are you going to stick with some music for a while, or are you going to try to get out into your field of business, or better yet, going to go into music business?
I'm going to continue music with Sophie. I mean, like she was saying, we have an absurd amount of music that we've written, and we're currently recording. I'm sure within the next few weeks, we're going to have a bunch more songs completed. And it's summer. We got all the time on our hands. And for me right now, it's just, if I had a time to do this, I would do it now. I've already kind of had the college experience, got my degree. And so now it's I can really focus on music, because music is what I loved. And before I went into college, I was in a bunch of different bands and stuff, and was writing with those and playing around all in Arizona and stuff, and did little mini tours out of state. But and so music was always my passion, but I just I was seeing it through the lens of a band, and I was just a guitarist in a band. And so because I would write songs and I'd be like, well, I want it this way with this idea direction in mind. And now I'm kind of leading the charge with putting it all together. And Sophie just does a really good job at just writing killer lyrics and a vocal melody for the stuff that I write.
Well, also with your business and marketing degree, you kind of just eliminated the need for you to have a manager. You can be the manager
Yeah.
Mhm.
hmm
for you and her, or however, and continue doing living the best of both worlds, because you just eliminated one of the things that you would have to pay someone to do, because you could be doing those when you're not doing music. You can be doing the promoting or booking the gigs or whatever that way. Um, so is the plan going forward for both of you to be working together, or are you going to kind of still do your single by yourself and work together? How's that going to work?
Yeah, so I think it's kind of a both of those, basically what you just mentioned. It's still under my name, but we work together. The best way I can describe it is like Billie Eilish and her brother.
Mm-hmm.
He like helps write songs and he also produces. And that's like the best way I can really describe it. That's kind of what our little situation is. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much how it is. That's how
That'll be the role that
yeah.
I'll take.
and like for writing songs and stuff like that, I still write songs on my own. He still writes songs on his own, but I mean, we write together or whatever. So it's all these different type of ways, but yeah. So that's how it kind of goes. But yeah.
All right. Now, my next question for you, Sophie, is: have you thought about being on one of the big shows or auditioning for one of the big shows like Idol or The Voice?
Yeah, so I actually have done that before, like as like I've been to a producer's audition for like The Voice and American Idol before, and
Mm-hmm.
like I got called. They like called me and they're like, "Hey, we want your audition. Like, we'll take you straight to like the producers round." And so I was really fortunate to do that with The Voice, and then for American Idol, I think I got to skip the line one year and go and just do that. And so I have had that opportunity, but personally for myself, I am not like I don't see myself as that personality being onto a TV show like that, because I view it as a reality TV show and I don't want to be put in a character, like I don't want to be identified as something other than just me just trying to live my life and play music, like I don't have
And
a story. I don't have all this like this stuff that I need to talk about on TV, because I feel like most of the time it's just all reality TV stuff. And even if I did have those things, I wouldn't want to go on there to pity myself, So I feel like that is just a reality TV show, and I don't really want to be on a reality TV show. I want to do it a different way, basically, if that's what you'd say. But yeah, so I don't really have a plan to go onto there. Maybe sometime in the future if I really want to. But
you kind of gave me a different perspective on how to look at that, and that's a very refreshing perspective. You're right, it is a lot of reality
mhm.
built into it, and I was thinking completely from the opposite scope, to where it would be great publicity for you,
Yeah.
because I know with your voice you could go far into one of those shows. But yeah, I do see your point, and it does become more of a spectacle than it does really about just the music. And I know just from talking to you a couple times that you're more just about the music, which is totally awesome. And I don't think that you're going to need something like that. I was just kind of asking to kind of see how you were feeling the
Oh,
situation, and I kind of like I like you said, you gave me a fresh perspective on that, and I agree with you 100% on that. And not I don't think you need something like that. It just for whatever reason, people do tune into that, because people are down to the reality shows. I mean, for crying out loud, the Kardashians got 20 seasons
mhm,
for how, I have no idea.
mhm.
But so people tune into that stuff, and just that would be even just more people to get to hear your amazing voice. out there. And you were speaking about Billie Eilish and her brother, and I believe it was American Idol where one of the contestants was singing a Billie Eilish song in like the semifinals, and her brother was there actually mentoring. He actually was the one that wrote the song, and I didn't know it, but I think he's actually won some Oscars for his music that he's written, and a couple of Grammys as well. So people think that songwriters don't get their just desserts, but they do. You just don't hear about them as much as the people performing the songs, you know. But there's just ways to go through, and I see nothing wrong with that, especially if you can work well together like that as a team. Like I said, my family, we could never do it. We could barely make it through dinner without someone throwing a fork or a knife at somebody, and so kudos for you on that. And so I don't want to hold you guys up too much longer. Is there anything you guys want to add before we head on out of here?
Just that stay tuned for our song releasing on Friday. Be sure to follow me on social media at Sophie Dorsten Music, like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and all music platforms at Sophie Dorsten and Alex Dorsten. And and so thank you so much for having me. It's been so fun talking to you. And then I think that's pretty much it.
Now, Alex, do you have your own social media?
Yeah, I have my own Instagram and Twitter. Alex Dorsten is just the name.
Okay.
And then she's way better at Twitter than I am. I go on it and see 100 notifications, and I'm like, what do I do? But yeah.
I wish I only had 100 notifications. That's usually before I even wake up in the morning. And I pre-tweet most of my stuff. I schedule them, and I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, it takes me 25 minutes just to go through to get caught back up. So, but yeah, so everybody please go out and hit the link. Is the link also in your bio, Alex?
Yeah, it's in my bio as well.
So go out, follow Sophie and Alex, both on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you click the link in either one of their bios. Get that song pre-saved. It's going to be a big one. And we're looking forward to seeing you come the 26th, Sophie, for headlining that Saturday night. And we're going to make sure we get those pre-saves blasted out during that too, for all your upcoming music. And as always, let me know whenever you got that new stuff coming out, so we can promote it for you. All right. It's been great talking to both of you tonight. Thank you so much for being on the show. You're welcome anytime. Alex, you never DM me, but Sophie's DMs me all the time or tweets at me. So you're more than welcome to do the same. If you got something and you want it shouted out, just let me know, and we'll get it taken care of. But again, thank you for being on it, and you all have a very good night.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have the rest of your night.
Well, you too. Bye. All right, everybody, please get out there and pre-save that music for them. We want to get them on some really good playlists going forward with their stuff. For anybody that heard the song that they played live, it's going to be a really good one. If you didn't hear it, please go back and watch the beginning of the show when they played the song. Make sure you hit the like, and if you haven't, hit the subscribe button on your way out. We got another show coming up here later on at 9 o'clock tonight with, I don't want to mess this up. So I got so many people scheduled. We have Harry J. Hart coming on at 9 o'clock tonight. He's coming to us from Australia. Trissette hooked me up with this guy, so hopefully y'all can come back and join him at 9 Central when we come back on. But until then, we will catch you all later, and have a good night.